欢迎收看电影娱乐报，我是巧玲。本周新片呢，就是有太空版失速列车称号的《异形：圣约》，终于是要上映喽。这是《异形》系列前传3部曲的第2章，同样由好莱坞传奇大导演雷利·史考特来执导。故事是设定在普罗米修斯10年之后，描述太空人要进行地球第一次大规模的殖民任务，却碰上了恐怖的怪物，甚至呢是有异形从人类的身体爆出来的恶心画面。到底情况怎么样呢？我们赶快先来欣赏精彩的幕后特辑吧。
Please open up. I can't do that. Infection.
There was a boy, a very strange They said he wandered very far, over land.
You sure about this, Captain?
How do you mean?
I really don't know what the fuck's out there.
Yeah, Covenant opens up. I think, you know, the original Alien is a great example of a B- movie. It's the old dark house with 7 people locked in it, or in a tin can, and they were all going to die. I mean, that's as old as the hills. But except it's done in a definite A way. To begin with, the Alien was very special, really amazingly special, and its little evolutions, and the cast were fantastic. But I cast very well, so I claim that. But I mean, I really cast and no technology in those days. It was all kind of shot for real. Made a good film.
I think in terms of it being more kind of horror orientated and thriller orientated, definitely reminded me of the original Alien. But then, you know, the original Alien, you know, if we think back, it all took place in a ship. So it was a very claustrophobic environment. And sort of Alien Covenant is not so much like that. It's got the scope of Prometheus, but it's got that thriller element and horror element of Alien.
I think because Alien itself was a very simple question, how long is this person going to live and who's going to survive? That's it. So then the other 3 went along the same route. So I went, damn, no one's ever asked the question, who would create such a creature and why? Such an obvious question. And so naturally, Alien Prometheus, I know we did very well out of Prometheus. But I know there are a few complaints about we didn't see an alien, and there were lots of little complaints. But what it was a stepping stone to this one, where this evolves in a much bigger way with some very large questions which are answered in a very, very good fashion. On top of that, I'm including 2 variations of Alien.
Captain Rowland, can you hear me? Captain, come in. Do you copy?
Well, it's always very hard making scary monsters. Most of them are not that scary, or are snarling dinosaurs or something like that. And I know people adore dinosaurs, but they're not scary. They're more digitally interesting, right? We can almost get what a dinosaur would have probably looked like. So that's kind of interesting. It's not scary though. I think there's something heart-stopping about the original Alien. I mean, he is a son of a bitch. And that was H.R. Giger. And people at the time were not sure about it. People overtalk things, you know. I saw it when, what? That's fantastic. But isn't it obscene? Obscene's good. Isn't it grotesque? Grotesque's good. That's what we're doing, dude. So there was that conversation way back when. And then to keep that going is really hard, tough. The hardest thing to do, I think, is to really, really scare people. It's easier, and comedians may disagree with this, but I think it's easier to make people smile or laugh. To really, really scare somebody is very difficult. And I've only ever been really, really scared in 2 other films. That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, #1, Tobe Hooper, and The Exorcist, William Blatty's great original idea and notion, possession of the body. And since then, all the horror films evolve around these thousands of plots, which are they're not that good.
It's the first ever large-scale colonization mission. We're making history here.
This is wheat. What are the odds of finding human vegetation this far from Earth?
Who planted it?
异形亿万导演雷利·史考特，天堂之路。
What happened here?
即将打开。地狱之门。
I need you back here right now. I need you.
Just calm down, sweetheart. Calm down.
Tell me to calm down.
You're breaking up.
All of this to start our new life.
You've all sacrificed so much to be here and be a part of this thing we're doing. It's the first ever large-scale colonization mission. We're making history here.
This is wheat. What are the odds of finding human vegetation this far from Earth?
Who planted it? What happened here?
I need you back here right now. I need you.
Okay, baby, just calm down, sweetheart. Calm down.
Tell me to calm down.
You're breaking up.
All of this to start our new life.
Where is it?
Holy.
Intuition. I'm a good caster. I think I've discovered I'm a good caster. And I think even in commercials I was pretty good casting. And, I could never explain it, but somebody'd walk in the room and I'd been expecting somebody short, blonde, and that's where they're written. What walks in the room is tall, dark, and not what I expected at all. So when I'm casting, I learn, rather than having a totally artificial situation where they read from the script in front of me, that is bullshit. Or where they read on camera to do a test. Never do that. I never do that. Because it's artificial again, unless the person is so new, I don't know who they are. Or unless it's a child who I don't know who they are and I don't know how they're going to handle themselves. But anybody who's experienced, I look at everything they've done first, privately, and that's part of the casting director job, gets those things for me. So I flick through them going, wow, I want to see this person. Then I meet them, and I talk about everything but the plot. I talk about life, who they are, let them to get them to relax, and then suddenly they start talking about the film and the character, and that's where I want to be. And from that, I'm going, okay, right, you got it. So Catherine is Billy as well, Crudup. Both very much background theatre. Actually, Michael Fassbender as well. But I think these are both hardcore theatre. And I found that can get in the way sometimes, but in this instance, they were fantastic. She's a very, very accomplished theatre actress and would help me. I said, because I hate these lines. What do you think of these lines? She said, no, don't take them away. I said, okay. So she gave me confidence. It's good.
异形亿万导演雷利·史考特。
Walter, seal all doors behind us. We'll bring it to us. Where is it, Walter?
Closing on your position.
影史最骇人怪物。异形圣约。
欢迎继续回到电影娱乐报。对科幻迷来说，《异形》系列电影绝对是不可以错过的经典。新片《异形圣约》就是由1979年《异形》的导演雷利·史考特重新来回归执导，也是2012年电影《普罗米修斯》的续集。导演是回归到充满开创性的故事源头，要慢慢的向大家揭露异形之母的起源。而预告画面和背景音乐从头到尾都弥漫着异形系列独有的吊诡气氛。不过呢，血腥和惊悚程度却又是大幅超越以往的电影。那演员们都说，看过之后绝对会让人毛骨悚然。
You're making history. You're the first to go this far into our galaxy.
雷利·史考特打造影史最骇人怪物。
You'll have fun.
天堂之路。
Oh my god.
打开地狱之门。
Covenant, come in! We've had casualties. Hold on!
We will have to bring her back in again to give her the old loading on. Go!
Daniels is the chief terraformist on a colony mission to a new planet. So she's basically like a space gardener. And, you know, she's not a soldier. She's not. When we were preparing for the film, we asked, all the actors wanted to know, well, what would we all know how to do? And they figured we would have had some basic training. And there are some sort of guards with us. He's, you know, people that would be more proficient with the weapons and everything. But yeah, she's basically just a regular, you know, everyday astronaut scientist. Yeah, then things, as they do in alien movies, go a little wrong, and she turns out to have, a sort of a clear mind and a great deal of courage in the face of danger. I think it's on. Hi, Dad. I'm here on the Covenant. We each will have one transmission back to Earth, so I'm excited for what we're doing. We're reshaping an entire planet, building a new life for 2,000 families, children, my kids someday. Yeah, I think I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. You hear that?
Something passed overhead here.
Get a light on this.
No,
that it's actually happening now that I'm up here. Earth is getting smaller and smaller. Never gonna see you again. If something does happen to me, Dad, I just want you to know I love you so much. Okay, I gotta go.
She's quirky, she's intelligent, she's fun again. She's got a great sense of humor. We've worked together twice now. This was the second time. We worked on Steve Jobs as well. You know, she's a serious actor. She, you know, it means a lot to her. This is her passion. It's very clear. And she's, yeah, she's, I think she brings so much strength to the character, but like I say, intelligence. There's a sort of quirkiness and originality to her. She's great.
异形亿万导演雷利·史考特。
Walter, seal all doors behind us.
We'll bring it to us. Where is it, Walter?
Closing on your position.
影史最骇人怪物。
And you know, on this film in particular, he just seemed to be, I think, really enjoying himself in this universe and returning to this universe and sci-fi genre. I think, you know, he's second to none in that. And this particular, you know, franchise, the Alien franchise, we just had a lot of fun. You always laugh a lot and, you know, try things out, and, you know, nothing is too stupid until you have a go at it. And yeah, really, really enjoy that.
And flip like that. Okay, that would be great. One, explode. I know it's back off. Try and grab his arm.
He said, "You were in that movie with Joaquin Phoenix." I said, "Yes." He said, "I like him. He's a great actor." I said, "Yes." He said, "So are you." I said, "Thank you." And then he was like, "All right, I shoot quickly. I like to be able to go to dinner after. I think actors know what they're doing, and I don't tell them too much. I don't want to get in their way. I don't like doing that. And are you free in the spring?" I think that was about it. And then I thought, oh, that was sort of entertaining and lovely, and I'm sure I won't ever hear anything else about it. And then I did a tape with, they asked me to do a tape with, I did it with Ezra Miller on the set of Fantastic Beasts. And then I got the job, and that's, yeah, he really he more pitched himself to me and how he likes to work. He didn't really, probably knew he didn't have to do that, of course, but he didn't have to do anything to convince me to play the part. He'd read the script. He knew the part was good.
I think he's just very good with actors because he understands people. I think Ridley's a very curious individual, and I think he's got a great interest in people and why, you know, and how they behave and why they make certain choices, and so with actors he understands them very well. You know, he can, I guess what it is all about is what he says and what he doesn't say. He doesn't. Some directors can overcompensate because they think that you need to be engaged. They need to be engaging with you, and therefore they can give you a lot of notes, and it can become very confusing. Whereas Ridley's just very sparse with what he tells you. But what he tells you is never a direct note, but it's something that would basically spark your curiosity, and it would be more of a provocation as opposed to a direct note. It's a great treat. You know, that was the first thing that really struck me when we worked on Prometheus. I just thought, wow, these sets are incredible, especially nowadays, you know, where CGI pretty much dominates these kind of films, this genre of film. So you a lot of the times you have to imagine what's going on around you, but it's the great, you get spoiled on Ridley's films because it's all there and you can touch it and engage with it, and you can also just sort of, it makes you feel like you're a kid again and you're sort of running around this sort of fantasy world. It's great. I guess, that was something that really interested Ridley and Prometheus, the idea that, these engineers, that we're a sort of byproduct of their experimentation in a way. And that a lot of the times we're looking for very profound and deep answers to our origins or where we might go after life, but maybe there isn't anything deeply profound about it. Just the idea that we were, as I say, engineered by this alien race, just as we, and that's kind of the cool thing about David, and he explores that idea. It's like, well, human beings make robots, engineers make humans. There's no difference, and looking for something any deeper than that is I guess just something that we need as human beings, because in some ways I suppose we're emotionally quite needy.
Please open up. I can't do that. Infection.
There was a boy, a very strange They said he wandered very far, over land.
You sure about this, Captain?
How do you mean?
We don't know what the fuck's out there.
到底最后的剧情会如何发展呢？相信就只能够进戏院一睹为快喽。最后也预祝大家有一个愉快的周末，未来还会有更多新片的介绍，也请持续锁定电影娱乐报。我们下周见喽，拜拜。